Hello, my name is Hemant Kumar Singh and I'm an industry expert with 9sem.com. Today, we're going to learn about DC system required for following functions: closer, tripping and control of main switchgear, turbine control, indication and shutdown, standby DC driven lubricating pump if available, emergency lighting, field flashing system, emergency closer of MIB and intake gate. At low voltage level of DC system, PLC system, SCADA system, public address system. Components of DC system: batteries, battery chargers and distribution board. DC batteries. Batteries are required to cater for control, alarm, annotation, protection, communication, emergency lighting, solenoid operating valves and field flashing requirements of generating unit. In general, lead acid batteries are widely used. The standard voltage rating for the batteries used are 110 or 220 volts, depending on the DC load of the power station. Normally, the power station is provided with a bank of batteries of 2 sets of batteries of same rating for control, protection and annunciation. The batteries used for communication purpose are generally of 48 volts. They are also provided with bank of batteries of equal rating. The battery chargers having rectifiers with thyristors are usually used for charging the battery system. The charging is generally in float charging mode, that is, the batteries are kept in float charging condition in the normal operation and the load is met by the charger. Boost charger is used for initial commissioning of the batteries and the quick charger is provided for charging the batteries at faster rate. DC distribution boards. The DC boards are designed to supply the following: normal continuous load, emergency lighting load, excitation current for field flashing of generators, indicating lamp loads, oil purification system, insulating oil, lubricating oil. The oil system is required to store, convey and purify the oil for turbine and generator bearing, governor oil, transformer insulating oil and other hydraulic oil. Control, metering and protection system. Control and data acquisition system is microprocessor or computer-based digital control system, interconnected through fiber optic cable having 100% redundancies. Generally, conventional control and metering devices are provided in unit control board located in machine hall and computer-based man-machine interface in powerhouse control room. Each generating unit has an independent programmable logic controller along with peripheral input and output modules. The control system is provided and divided in following groups with independent control: unit control, common control, station control, switchyard control, dam gate control and main control. The above group are interconnected and also controlled from computerized control system. Protective relays are used to detect electrical fault and to give alarms, disconnect or shut down the faulted apparatus to provide for personal safety and equipment protection. Outdoor portyard equipment / outdoor switchyard. The power generated by the generating units is pooled in the switchyard and transmitted to the load points. As far as possible, the portyard / switchyard is located nearer to the powerhouse. High voltage switchgear, gas insulated switchgear, that is known as GIS. Air insulated outdoor switchgear is generally preferred owing to its low cost as compared to GIS. GIS is preferred at location having space constraints and underground switchgear locations. A hybrid switchyard having GIS and conventional air insulated switchgear is also a possibility in same case. Gas insulated switchgear. A totally enclosed switchgear in which SF6 gas is used as the insulating and arc quenching medium. Advantages compared to conventional switchgear: high reliability, safety, easy maintenance and harmonization. GIS advantages: high reliability, no influence on life parts from atmosphere, free from dust, sandstorm, saline pollution and corrosion, anti-seismic. Advantages related to safety: least human hazard, all the contacts are enclosed, minimization of bare conductor, least fire hazard as if no insulating oil is used. GIS advantages for easy maintenance, simple layout, long inspection interval, detailed inspection every 5 to 6 years, low maintenance and installation cost. GIS advantages for harmonization with the environment, low noise level, requires less space. Here we are looking at the gas insulated switchgear. Cooling water system used for following system: turbine shaft seal, generator air cooler, generator guide and thrust bearing, turbine guide bearing, generator transformer coolers. Each unit cooling water system includes an automatic self-cleaning strainers and cooling water pumps, booster pumps, heat exchangers. Here we are looking at a cooling water system of Tanakpur. Centralized grease lubrication system. This system provides grease to moving parts of turbine. It consists of grease reservoir and pump motor set, piping and fittings. Oil leakage unit. This unit is provided for the collection of oil leakage from servo motors, controlling valves and oil pipelines. It consists of a tank, pump and electric motor mounted to it. Bus duct. Connection from generator to generator, step-up transformer. Tap-off connection for UAT and excitation transformer. Tap-off connection for PT and SP cubicle. Neutral formation of generator. Excitation system. Excitation transformer dry type. Rectifier system. Automatic voltage regulator. Power supply units. Field flashing units. Field circuit breaker. Discharge resistors. Digital control, protection and metering equipment. Features of excitation system. With large alternator in power system, excitation control plays a vital role. System performance is taken care of by excitation system. In order to maintain system stability, it is necessary to have very fast response. Excitation system for large synchronous machine operating with the grid. High control speed is achieved by using initial, free, control and power electronics. Generator setup transformer. The hydro generator setup transformer are generally water-cooled transformers. These are preferred on account of having such lower weight and transport dimension. As such, the type of cooling is generally OFWF or ODWF. In case provision of water cooling being not feasible, OFAF type generator transformer are provided. The primary voltage is selected based on the generation voltage and the secondary voltage based on transmission system, considering the flow of power from the power station to the grid. Selection of single phase or three phase transformer for hydro power plants is dictated by the transportation limitations. Unit auxiliary transformer UAT, a step down transformer whose primary winding is energized through the tap off bus duct of generator. Used for supply 450 volts, three phase supply to unit auxiliary board UAB, which is in turn supply power to various unit auxiliaries in the powerhouse. Station auxiliary transformer, a step down transformer 11 kV to 450 volts whose primary winding is energized from 11 kV bus grid supply for supplying 450 volts three phase supply to station auxiliary board, which in turn power supply to various station auxiliaries of the powerhouse. In case of start of machines, auxiliary supply to auxiliaries is taken from the 450 volts station service boards to this transformer. Diesel generator set. A suitable capacity of DG set is provided in the power station to feed the power to the power station to start the generating unit. The lighting load emergency, load blackout conditions in the case of grid failure. So this is all for the basic terms of hydel power plant. Do you know that Hirakud Dam, located at Burla, Sambalpur, Odisha, is generally used for a mixed based power station. It operates at 45 megawatts even if it stands as the largest soil dam on the earth. That's all for today. I'm Hemant Kumar Singh signing off as an industry expert for 9sim.com.